A very cool card trick. I believe this was invented by Harry Lorraine. It's just super simple. It involves 2 cards. And anyways, guys, here's what it's going to look like. Alright, so the way you start the trick is by showing your spectator you're going to be using 2 cards. And all you're going to do is show them, okay, so we have the Queen of Diamonds as well as the Ace of Spades. So what I'm going to do is give you both cards. We don't need the rest of the deck for the trick. And now what you're going to do is you're going to tell the spectator, okay, so you have 2 cards here, the Ace of Spades and the Queen of Diamonds. Just say whichever one you want. So at this point, the spectator is going to say, alright, I want the Ace of Spades. Alright, so you take both cards just like this. You're going to go ahead and show the spectators really quickly a little funny move, and it looks like the Ace of Spades is the only card that is actually flipped over. And if they, this kind of freaks them out again, you ask them, okay, wait, what was the card you said, the Ace of Spades? And they tell you, okay, well, that's kind of impossible because let's go ahead and I scoop the cards up just like this, flip them to my hand. As you guys can see, there was never an Ace of Spades to begin with. So this is the trick, guys, and if you want to learn how to do it, do not forget to stick around for the tutorial. Alright, guys, so here's how you can do the trick. It's very easy. All you're going to need are 2 duplicate cards, 1 red and 1 blue. So in this case, I just use the Queen of Diamonds. They stand out, pretty contrastingly with the Ace of Spades. So, if you're using black queens, you might want to use a red ace. So essentially, that's what you do. Take 1 blue, and for examples, I have one red and 1 blue Queen of Diamonds, and then I have a blue deck. And now what you're going to do is take the off color. So in this case, the off color Queen of Diamonds. You can stick that and put that in a pinky break, and then you can put the Ace of Spades and then the regular Queen. So your setup just looks like this: Queen, Ace, Queen. And the one on top, if you're looking at them face up, should be the off color. Square all these up, put these in a thumb break or a pinky break on top of the deck, so that way you can easily grab them just like this. And then what you do real casually is you go up to the spectator, and at this point, it just looks like you're holding the deck regularly. And you can go up to them and just, pick them up in middle grip. So you have your thumb at the bottom and your middle here at the top. And all you do is you just kind of want to casually, slide over the top card. Maybe show them, it looks like blue all around. So you have 2 blue cards, you have the blue deck, and it really kind of emphasizes the fact that, there's nothing going on. So you show them, alright, so we have 2 cards here, you square it up, and then what you do is you flip the whole packet over. So you have 3 cards, and you flip the whole thing over, so it's face up, just like this. Your setup is going to look like this to begin with, but obviously you don't want the spectators to see that. So what you can do here is you just single lift. You just take off the top card, but you don't show this to the spectator because this is actually the red back, so you can leave that on the table or put it in their hands. I would suggest just putting it on the table because you don't want them to start flipping it around. And at this point, like I said, obviously you have 2 face-up cards, so what you have to do is a double lift. So, you lift over 2 cards, and I'll leave a link on the screen for that. You flip over 2 cards, making it look like 1, push over the top card, and that's actually the second Queen. So from here, the trick is pretty much done. The other Ace of Spades is on top of the deck, and you can just put the deck wherever you want. And at this point, the trick, like I said, guys, is set up. So now there's 2 variations, obviously, because you're giving the spectator the option to choose which card they want. So in the case of the performance that I did, it was super simple. They chose the Ace of Spades, so the pattern is just going to be like this. Oh, and this little move it's nothing fancy. Basically, you just flip your left hand over. So as your left hand flips over, your right hand goes on top, and you just push out the cards like this. You push down the cards with your thumb as you're flipping your hand, and then your middle finger of your opposite hand just kind of swivels the 2 cards around, and then you catch it. So, it's nothing. You're not doing a sleight. It's just a little fancy way of, showing the cards to the spectator. So that's up to you what you guys want to do about that. But anyways, so at this point, the spectator says the Ace of Spades, and you do your little fancy move. You take both the cards, you flip them over, and as you reveal them from your hands, it looks like, pops out, the color has changed. So it's pretty cool. And at this point, you can ask the spectators, you act like, you go, okay, so what was your card again? You said the Ace of Spades, and then, you're going to say, well, that's kind of impossible. You flip it over one more time, and then boom, it's both queens. Now, If you did it the other way, if they said it was the queen of diamonds, you would just do the same exact thing. You'd have both the cards here. You say, okay, so you know, you pick the queen of diamonds. You go, you do your flip maneuver. You pull it out and you say, okay, wow, look. So the queen is the only card that looks like it stayed the same color. So and you go, okay, so your card was actually the queen of diamonds. Okay, yeah, that makes sense because it looks like the only thing we have are queen of diamonds. So either way it works, which is really cool. It's just kind of how you want to set it up. But that is the trick, guys. It's by Here the Rain, I believe. If not, you guys can correct me down in the comments. But you know, best of luck, and let me know how the trick goes. And as always, guys, thanks for watching.